Welcome to the 2021 303 Open presented by Discmania. This is your featured card back nine coverage. We are here in Fort Collins, Colorado at the Ultra Disc Golf Park. My name is Nick Hanson. Alongside me I have Kyle Harrigan. And we're excited to show you guys this back nine.
Absolutely. Avery Jenkins created a phenomenal course up here in northern Colorado, and this back nine is one of the toughest on the entire Front Range area, and I'm excited to see how these gentlemen attack it today.
We've got a good set of scores here, ranging all across the board. On that front nine, you really want to score, and Nate Metzler did that on the front nine.
7 out of 9 holes is exactly what you want to do, because this back nine only has a few, and you need some room for error so that you can finish the round strong.
You bet. I feel like when he wasn't under the basket, he was putting his putter in the basket from 35 feet.
Easily. Nate's looking great on all aspects of it, and here on hole 10, he has another opportunity to get himself there, Nick.
Hole 10 is a short 330 feet. However, there's OB surrounding it on all sides, front, back, and right.
These guys are going to be looking for a hyzer on the right-hand side from what we've seen so far. And this grass isn't going to skip him much, so it's, as you said earlier, lawn darts, put it to the pin. And Nate's calling for it to go left, and he lawn darts it within 10 feet.
That was perfect.
Yep, exactly what you want to do.
Tim is lining up the same shot here with a hyzer. I would hope he gets it inside the circle to keep his round going. A 4 under to start on that front is pretty good.
Absolutely. He looks a little wide, but I don't think that's a problem for him. That's about 20 feet from the basket. It's not going to be an issue.
Right there inside the circle.
Eagle going to very similar line, a little lower though, so he might need...
Ooh.
Just misses the pole.
Skip that you don't get.
Must be the walking path from one hole to the other.
Extremely lucky.
Yeah. He's right there though. That should be makeable. He's at 25, 30 feet. He'll be fine. Jonah going that same route. He's stuck in the grass.
He's going to be short on the other side of that hill, but still makeable.
Yeah, downhill a little bit. He's probably looking at about a 40-footer here. Let's see if he can get that putter going.
Gives it a run, but I think he's facing a lot of nerves on this feature card.
Yeah, late in the day with these big names around him, it's a tough thing to keep up with. So I'm excited to see if he can get himself rolling this round. But Eagle locks in the 2. Tim looking at a similar putt here, but only about 20 feet, give or take. I would imagine this is in. No question. Dead center. Good putt there, Tim. And way to start your back nine. We got Nate walking up. This should just be a cleanup birdie for him. That was a perfect drive. Looks good.
Good start to the back nine, Nate.
Yeah, way to keep that score rolling. Keeps it going down. Jonah just a easy tap in.
And we're going to be on our way to hole 11. Second favorite hole on the course, I would say. The optimal line is this left side here. Turnover for the right-hand player, hyzer for the left-hand player. It's doesn't look that tight, but it's a very technical shot. It's a little bit uphill. It's going to play long. If you fade out to the left as a right-hand player, you're going to be playing towards that OB on the left, and it's really hard to get the birdie on this one.
Yeah, you're worried about overturning it into these trees, and then you having a really long approach that isn't great. And Nate hyzered a little early. That should just be an up and down for a par, but he has a look if he wants to run that putt.
He does. Tim lining up the backhand as well.
If it keeps turning...
He wasn't happy about that.
He's fortunate to grab that tree. That was tracking out of bounds.
It was tracking out of bounds. We saw it on his face right away. That wasn't looking good. He's fortunate. Should have an up and down for 3, though.
Yep. Not terrible, as this averages just under par. Eagle going with that big sidearm play.
Great shot. He's going to be inside the circle looking at a 2 opportunity when, most of the card is just looking at throwing it up right now for a 3.
Absolutely. And Jonah, if that stays in the air, that is the perfect line was just a little low. Going uphill, that can be a challenge for almost 400 feet to pull. So Tim's going to give it a run. 10-footer. Should be an easy par for him. Not losing much on the field.
You really can run this hole from about anywhere. The green really isn't dangerous.
No, like much of this course, the grass is sticky. So as long as you don't kick off the basket, you're normally going to land within, an easy putt.
It really allows players to be aggressive.
Yeah, we're going to get a splash out here. Eagle just a little right side, but it was low. I thought it was going to fall in.
I feel like that one should have stuck.
Yeah, these baskets can be a little unforgiving at times with anything non-dead center and even some dead center putts. That was unfortunate to see. We're going to have the card clean up for par here. And they're with the rest of the field. There wasn't a lot of twos on this hole.
And, not a lot of separation happened on that hole.
No. I mean, I separated myself, but that was my one good moment on the back nine.
All right, here we are. Hole 12 is going to be our short hole on the back nine, 220 feet. It's going to be an island hole for this tournament that is short on the front side and long on the back. So really, if the play is to be deep today.
Yeah, I would say that's what you want to do. You've only got about 20 feet on that short side, so just put it out there, let it swing in. And it looks like Nate is executing exactly where he needs to. He's got about a 15-foot, 10-foot putt. Not bad.
Great shot.
Tim doing something similar, a little higher though, putting those branches in play. He's safe, but he doesn't look too thrilled about that shot. But that should be an easy 2 for him. That's routine.
Yeah, safe is good on this. Eagle going with the grenade, of course. Might as well, right?
Yeah, sky is open, I guess. And he's deep.
Deep, about circle's edge probably.
Yep.
Should be makeable though.
Yeah, I mean, no risk of missing the island at that point. And I like Jonah's play of the inside route. He just had a lot of hyzer on it. He's looking at probably a 30-footer from right there. It might look a little shorter, but we'll see what he does here on the putt. Just a little high. Well, that's the first time he's really had to putt inside the circle today. So, 12 holes in and you haven't really had that putter going. It's hard to have that confidence.
It is. We're going to see a couple birdies here from the rest of our card, and we're going to move on to hole 13. Nobody out of bounds on the island, which is good.
Yeah, we didn't have to put that drop zone into play today.
As we tap out here for our last par, and like we said, on to hole 13. Hole 13 is a technical par 4 at 760 feet. You're going to have a Mando on your first tree on the right, and an OB line all the way down on the right side to probably about 75% of the fairway, and then it's going to cut towards that drainage ditch you see here. The ideal play is going to be to this tree right here that we're passing, to then hopefully have a look at the green to get your 3. Kyle, what do you usually do on this hole?
I'm looking to play to the left-hand side. I've got a better hyzer shot when it comes down to it, so right now the trees aren't grown in, so you still got that line. You're going to see this light pole on the left. I want to be as near that as I can be so that I have a hyzer look into the green. And Nate is playing out to this left side, but he carried too much. Spotter's running. You can see it rolling on the road there. You know what, though? He didn't reach the highway, so he's got that going for him.
So it leaks LB, but, he's going to have a chance to get a par from there. It's going to be very tough, but have a chance. Tim is playing closer to that tree I said you need to play next to get your birdie, so...
It's a good shot from over there. He's going to have a straight look towards the basket as opposed to having to try to angle it properly. He can just throw it flat and right to it.
Ooh. Eagle gets chopped down by that tree, which is unfortunate. He might have been another, 50 or 60 feet up there.
Yeah, that would have been a wide open approach for him. That was a great drive, just early branch on that tree. And Jonah is playing left side. I just don't think he played far enough left to really have an opportunity at it.
Yeah, not enough left, or he needs to get forward more.
Yeah. And Nate, that looks a little low to get to the green. He's looking at about a 35, 40 footer there. He's got good spirits, though. Smile on his face.
Good chance at par.
Jonah leaking left. Yeah, it's hard to commit with that OB on the right side if you're trying to throw a turnover or even a flex that's just going to come out late. Like,
it's a tough upshot either way from back there.
yeah, he probably was
go for it.
I think he was playing it for par at that point. I love this look from Tim.
Grass short. Unfortunately, he was in such good position there.
Yeah, again, I don't think we see a lot of this kind of grass when we're playing. And, like, Eagle's got a wide open look, and even then, he skipped off the dirt, but not enough.
Yeah, he needed a little more on that upshot.
Yeah, and he's furthest out.
Looking at probably 40.
Yeah, let's see if he can make us up. Oof. He didn't lose much on the field, though. We averaged at 4.56 on this hole on the day. So even with a par, he's still picking up a half stroke on the field. This is the toughest hole on the day.
Nate put himself in such a good position to get par, but he's gonna tap in for bogey. Oh, Tim, inside the circle birdie opportunity here.
Yeah, left is short. We've seen a couple of those from him today. You know. This hole, though, that can happen. This green, he was putting uphill at it, and, you know, we're at elevation, so things are going to drop out of the air a little quicker. Nate cleans up his bogey, though, and that's all right.
We're going to have a couple cleanups here from Tim and Eagle for par, and we're going to move on to hole 14. Hole 14 is going to be another birdie opportunity for these folks. It's a tough hole. We're going to be going uphill as you start, and then it's going to gradually go downhill towards the pin. The pin is going to be back towards these 3 trees here, and it's going to be a tough green if you don't leave yourself in the right position, because you might just be pitching around one of those trees.
Yeah, this is all about placement, and if you're throwing a backhand turnover, these gentlemen have to worry about the OB that's on the left-hand side. And, like, Tim is crushing this throw. It looks like it's flexing out. And it might be a little long.
Might be on the backside of those trees there, it looked like.
It definitely looked like it. And Eagle's lining up what looks to be a very similar shot to what we saw from Tim. Let's see if it's got the turn, but
too much.
Yeah, not enough fade on it.
Wow. Oh, wow. Yep.
Weighty.
Screen pass that hole.
Yep. And Jonah looking for a... Looks like he's kind of going a similar route, but...
Good
turn. Just caught a tree.
He's gonna clip that branch.
Yeah.
I would have really liked to see where that landed.
I think it was gonna fight out of it. He was throwing a fairway driver from the look of it. Same with Nate here. I'm curious to see what he goes after.
You know, he throws that turnover shot phenomenally, I would say.
Yep. I would say that's one of his specialties. And
what a bounce.
He might have hit the basket if he didn't catch that branch. That was a great throw.
He's gonna be looking at a nice 2 opportunity on this hole.
Yeah. And Jonah, just a little floaty, goes far. He's got about a 20-foot, maybe straddle putt at that point. Eagle, like 50.
Oh, man.
Gave it a bid. That was a great bid from where he was at. I know it's wide open to him and he wants to put it in, but Tim looking a little shorter.
Didn't
frustrated.
Look really fully committed to that one.
No, he was frustrated, and you could see it in his face. I mean, well, his backside, I guess, if you will. But great cleanup from Jonah. That was a tricky putt. Straddle out from the tree, everything on your right hand side, and here we are with Nate with 15-foot tap in basically.
It's a great tap in on this hole. This is a hard par 3, I would say, for the course.
Absolutely. This average closer to par. It was at 2.98 on the day. So not the most birdied hole, not the most bogeyed hole, just right there at a par almost. Everybody's cleaning up. I feel like a bogey would hurt you a lot in this hole, so it's glad to see nobody got that on our feature card here.
On to hole 15, par 4, 623 feet. This is going to be a 2-shot hole. I don't really think there's an opportunity for eagle on this one, with the second shot being very technical. Low ceiling or either a big hyzer, or you try the skip shot off the gravel, which isn't really in play. A lot of players think it is, but it doesn't really skip off that.
That road is way grabbier than it looks, and this is one of my favorite golf holes because you're playing 2 shots, and Nate's going aggressive off the tee and catches the one tree you want to miss. He's advancing at most 30 feet off the tee. if he doesn't decide to re-tee.
And that looked good, though.
It did. I liked the line. Tim kept it lower and a little more inside. He's going to give himself the opportunity to get up to that pin. With a nice screamer, probably low ceiling would be his best play, unless he got some sort of thumber shot. But
It's really about the second shot on this hole, I would say.
yep. If you're eagle, you're throwing a cloud breaker at the perfect distance.
Wow.
Got the skip off the road that we hadn't seen much that day. Eagle's looking at within 100 feet off that drive. That's a great drive.
Wow. I just said this wasn't going to be eagled.
We have a
might be
chance.
proved wrong.
Might have a chance. Jonah looks a little wide, but he got behind that tree.
Skipped in bounds.
Yeah, yep. I saw a lot of shots skip off that tree out of bounds. Nate electing to re-tee, which is the right call in my opinion. Way better footing. Great placement. That's where I'm looking to be.
Yep.
Yep.
I like this shot, and then I throw the big spike hyzer.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it looks like he's about to line up. Play that line. And let's see if he can carry into the green.
Looks good. Oh, didn't carry it all left,
No.
it looked like. Looked pretty actually close to that OB line.
Yeah, you can see the wind moving at the top of the trees right now, so it's coming out over the brewery, which may have just caught him in the air and prevented it. And I think we saw some wind effect on Tim right there.
Yeah, it got slapped right out of the air.
Yeah, you can't see that wind really low on the trees until now, but it's starting to pick up right now for these gentlemen, and that's a tough shot. And Jonah looking to skip it off the road. Oh, just rolled. Not enough energy.
Don't think it's going to get back in bounds.
Just didn't play a disc with enough stability to carry in off that road. That's unfortunate because he's not advancing much, and now he's looking at a shot to try to salvage a bogey.
Which is a low ceiling shot and extremely tough.
Yeah, he just kind of played it safer towards the fence. He's got to have a long, circles the edge look to save a bogey. So let's see if he can get up and down on it. Tim trying to salvage his par. Sidearm. A little bit of skip off the green. Kind of a roll. Maybe an overstable disc of some sort.
Eagle. That was
ish.
really high.
Yeah. The wind is clearly going right now.
Ripping.
Probably just lifted. I mean, we saw it from Nate's right there. Wow.
It was almost like it was like floating back to us, it looked like.
Nate's just laughing about it, having a good time. Jonah hit the cage, fell down. It's going to be a double bogey. Eagle off the band. It looked like a tailwind, too. It's interesting. I don't know. The wind can get really squirrely over here coming off the building. Even Tim, that was a routine 20-footer. Just couldn't get it in. Managed to get the comeback, though. Take the bogey. Walk off. This was the second hardest hole on the course today, so I'm not surprised to see these scores on our card. And that wind really didn't start kicking up, as we saw, until this hole. So they're one of the few cards that played this hole with this wind.
Right. And we're in this like almost weird corner of the facility that it does, like you said, just swirl.
Yep.
And we're going to move on to hole 16, another par 4, 755 feet. The first shot is another placement shot off the tee where players are just going to want to get through these trees and out to this tree. So that way they have a wide open shot of their choice to get to the basket for birdie. Really a 2-shot hole. Not many eagle opportunities here. But as I was wrong on the last hole, we'll see what eagle does.
I'm curious to see how far he can drive it. It's really the danger off the tee. And eagle goes high flex.
That was big.
I mean, the cameraman turned around, so you saw Daniel turn. Eagles were what most second shots are happy to land.
Way out there.
Tim looking to replicate it. That's all right, though.
You know, that's the average placement, I would say.
Yeah, he's in the open. No trees. Just one pine to beat in front of the tee. And we're playing lawn darts because this grass is thick over
It doesn't
here.
move.
Yep.
Nate here, we've seen this disc a couple times today. Nice hyzer to flat. And, just hits that last tree.
Yeah, if I know Nate, I think that might be a Ballista Pro. He throws them quite a bit, so I think that might be it, but I'm curious. Jonah a little lower, little inside, just beat that tree.
There we go, got past it. He's going to have the look for
Yeah, he's got some roots, though, probably at his feet. That's the tricky area by these trees. Is they are very intrusive roots. And he's left himself at just outside circle 1 for that birdie putt.
Yeah, not what he's looking for, but still has room to capitalize.
Yeah, Tim looking to throw that lawn dart right by the basket. I think we're outside of circle 1 for Tim, too.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he's not going to be thrilled with that. But it's a makeable putt. It's wide open. You got a little bit of wind.
As a touring pro, though, this should be a routine hyzer.
Yeah. Nate put his a little wide and just not high enough to do anything.
He's going to be in about that same spot as Tim, I bet.
Eagle might not be out still. Oh, no. Eager's lasering back to the basket. Or the pin, or the tee pad. Man, just crushed it. He needed to laser that. See how far it went.
Lasered it back to the basket to see how far he threw on the par 4. And easiest jump putt layup you've ever seen.
Gave it a bit even. Could have fallen in. Nate just... Oof. Looks like we're missing the cleanups. Eagle with the birdie. Everybody else most likely with par here at this point.
And we're on to hole 17. Par 4, 581 feet. This is a new pin placement for this tournament. Your first shot's going to be about right in this area somewhere. And then you're going to have this low ceiling approach towards the basket that really puts a lot of technicality into the upshot and where you want to place your first shot.
This is a phenomenal change to the hole, and honestly, being a little lower and towards the ditch on your drive is a great way to get to that through that low ceiling to the green. And Eagle just misses the OB corner and is in a phenomenal place to get up and down for birdie.
Yep, like you said, it gives you a little more room to, manipulate the disc.
Tim goes that wider route, which I think is a little more of a common play because he's going to bite off a little bit more distance, but he's at a more level position with the pin, and that makes it a little tougher to access it.
Better footing, but still really low ceiling. Ooh.
Nate got a great roll off the ditch into the safe
with
area.
That corner.
Yeah, he's safe. He's low. It's a great spot to be. Jonah pulls it a little wide and a little short. Might have caught that pole. And
not a bad spot.
No, if he can keep it low enough and he yanks it a little right and high.
Yep, and as you see, that first tree caught him.
Yep, it's going to be tough. He's going to just have to pitch up at that point, and you got to keep it in the air while pitching to the pin. Tim was a little inside, but at a makeable putt.
Yep. He gave himself a chance, but not where he wants to be.
Nate, love it. Right there at the pin.
And that's exactly what you talked about. Being lower, you have that more, height, per se, to get it to the basket.
Absolutely.
Same shot out of Eagle.
Yep. I myself like to play it exactly like those gentlemen do, and I was able to do that once this weekend, and it was the same round. So, pretty happy.
Hey, that's pretty good, bud.
Pretty happy.
Jonah's going to just pitch up for his par under the basket. Tim here is putting for birdie.
Let's see if he can do it. Great job. It doesn't matter how it hit. It fell in the basket.
Yep, it's in.
Got that back left side. We've seen a few of those from Tim today, but he's in. He's smiling.
He's smiling about it. He knows it.
He's got a good round. He may have stolen one there. It's okay, though. Nice job by Nate and Eagle. Jonah just fighting back, trying to get this round rolling, but here we are in hole 18.
The last hole, and it's wide open, basically. I mean, you do have OB on the right and left. For the majority of the time, they do not come into play. It's, one last rip, wide open for you.
This hole averages under par, which for 445 feet, averaging 2.89 is pretty impressive. And Eagle just goes full hyzer and goes long.
What a shot.
Amazing. We've seen it a few times.
Probably aired it to pin high and then bounced to the circle's edge.
Yep. He was probably hoping for that lawn dart effect, but this green gets a little worn down just seeing as it's right there. I like Tim's play a little lower. He's calling for it to fade. He's inside the circle from right about there. Maybe just outside, but
I think that's within his range.
Yeah.
He's got some confidence after the last birdie putt.
Absolutely. Nate.
That looks great.
That's got the height. It's got everything you want. And perfect.
drop-in birdie for your last hole today.
Solid round from Nate. Jonah, let's carry some momentum. Let's finish this day. And that
It's going to leak left, it looks like.
left and early.
Not what he was hoping for, I'm sure, but I would assume he, throws up and gets his par and moves on. Great round out of the kid. Like we said, he was on it because he won what tournament again, Kyle?
He won the Rocky Mountain Amateur Disc Golf Championships as his first ever tournament, A tier nonetheless, in MA1. And then his second tournament ever is an A tier in the open field. So, pretty impressive.
And we've got Tim tapping in here, you could say, for his birdie on the 18th green.
Yeah.
And it looked like inside the circle, so
Yep.
gotta be happy with his finish.
Eagle from probably about 25 feet, making a solid putt to finish his round. Slight uphill from back there. Not really much elevation change, but I think the real star of this round was Nate Metzler. 9 down.
That is a quality round. He really carried himself well in the front 9 and, just maintained on the back 9.
Yeah, it was solid play from him through and through. We got some spectators on looking up there. It's great to see. And we had a solid round of disc golf today, Nick.
Yep, that's going to conclude these 18 holes of our feature card of the 2021 303 Open. Nate with a 9 down, Tim with 7, Eagle with 7, and
Jonah at +1 on the day. So, not a bad day of disc golf, but we've got a stacked lead card for second round tomorrow.
we sure do. You guys are going to want to catch us on the second and third round coverage because, as you can see here, we've got a stacked field and we've got a lot of people in contention right now.
Absolutely. Kyle Klein, 12 down. Let's get after it tomorrow, Nick.
You bet. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the second round.